Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Ashley Wilcott. Thank you so much for being with us. We will get you back to the attempted honor killing trial in Washington in just a moment. But first, we have an update on this month's surprising guilty plea for mass murderer Bryan Kohberger. Court TV's crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson was in the courtroom for that plea hearing in Idaho, now joining us live on set. Always great to see you. I'd love to hear what we expect from sentencing, but also I understand that we are hearing from some of the victims' family members for the first time.
We are. Nice to see you, Judge Ashley. So Ethan Chapin's family speaking out for the very first time since that shocking guilty plea. The guilty plea taking the death penalty off the table for confessed mass murderer Bryan Kohberger. Ethan's mother describing Kohberger as cold and calculated, also robotic, as he confessed to the brutal murders, telling NBC News in a new exclusive interview that it was hard to hear the details about the murders, what's been shared already, but they are relieved that they don't have to live through a long, public, and painful trial. Take a listen.
I think our initial response was like an eye for an eye. But then we've spent a ton of time talking about it with prosecutors. And for us, we always felt like this was a better deal. I mean, he gets put away and there's no appeal system to it. And there were so many kids, including our own, that had been subpoenaed that no longer have this hanging over their heads. I mean, we just all get to go live our life.
Hearts go out to them. This is the first time that Jim and Stacy saw Kohberger in person at that hearing. They were seated with the other victims' families, cornered off in the edge of the courtroom. I was there. They were breaking down in tears. It was just so palpable, so much emotion in that courtroom. And it's just tragic that they have to go through this, but they are relieved that they can move forward with their other children and just remember their son.
And I can't even, to your point, imagine thoughts and prayers with all of those families, all of the many victims, all of the friends. There are a lot of people that were affected by these murders. All right, so now tell us about sentencing and what's next.
Another big day, and we are possibly going to hear from not only family members, but the friends that you mentioned. Kohberger avoids the death penalty with this, right? And he's going to be sentenced to 4 life sentences behind bars, one right after the other. Something that some of the victims' family members and people in the community, they are angry over. They are up in arms. On July 23rd, next week, family members will be allowed to make those victim impact statements. Kaylee's family have stated publicly that they don't plan to attend out of protest. Ethan's parents, who you just heard from, telling NBC News once again in this exclusive interview that they will not attend, but for a different reason. Let's listen.
He's going to get what's coming to him. I really don't care what happens to the guy. He's off the streets and he can't hurt any more kids.
And that's the most important
thing. That's the most important thing.
They say that they have nothing to say to this cold-blooded killer, but they plan to hold a memorial on their boat with their family that day, a celebration of life for Ethan as they look forward. Now, the big question, Judge Ashley, in all of this that all of us keep on talking about is, will we ever hear a reason why? Will we ever get a reason for a motive? I mean, there's been some suggestions as to why, but will we hear from this killer? Because it's not really spelled out in this plea deal that's been made public.
No, great point, Matt. And had there been a trial, we still may not learn why, but I know people are going to be waiting to see. He has an opportunity to speak. Is he going to do that? Whew, thank you, Matt, as always, for your great coverage on that case.